Hello everyone and welcome to my new YouTube channel, Tenesekeshi. Now, Tenesekeshi will be a YouTube channel about toys and collectibles, but more specifically, keshi figures, or as some people like to call them, mono minis, or monochromatic minifigures, or solid colored minifigures. And the most popular of these keshi figures are, of course, the M.U.S.C.L.E line from the 80s. There's a lot of YouTube videos covering the history of these guys, and I'm just going to assume that you're already fans of these since you're here. But if you don't know what these guys are, there's plenty of YouTube videos explaining all about them. So instead of making another video talking about the history of Mattel's M.U.S.C.L.E line from the 80s, I am just going to talk about my history of collecting these and what they mean to me. So here is my collection of the flesh-colored Mattel M.U.S.C.L.E figures. And I have every single character sculpt from the toy line. Now, I don't have every character sculpt in flesh-colored, but when you combine them with my collection of colored M.U.S.C.L.E figures, I have every character sculpt. And this is not something I bought yesterday. I have been collecting these for many years, and it took me, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years to hunt down every single figure on eBay. So let's now take a look at my colored M.U.S.C.L.E figures too. And here I've just dumped all the colored M.U.S.C.L.E figures on top of the flesh guys. And once again, like I said, I have every single character sculpt. I think that's like 230 something different characters. And I've been collecting these for a long time. Now, all the different colors that these were available in is what inspired me to choose the colors for my logo design. As you can see, all the different colors in my logo are all the different colors the M.U.S.C.L.E figures come in. Now, if I zoom out here, that looks really nice. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to use this right here for the background on my YouTube channel. That just looks sweet. So yeah, these little guys are definitely one of my most favorite things to collect. And I've been collecting them for a very long time. Probably since I was probably 5, 6, or 7 years old, and now I'm in my early 30s. You know, back when I was a little kid, I didn't know they were called M.U.S.C.L.E, which stood for Millions of Unusual Small Creatures Lurking Everywhere. Everybody I knew just called them Muscle Men. And it seemed like everybody I knew, you know, I guess it was probably back in the early 90s, had a few of these somewhere. Like they had a few at the bottom of their toy box or outside in their sandbox, or, you know, some people even found these in their room and didn't even know they had them. I mean, the term Millions of Unusual Small Creatures Lurking Everywhere, it wasn't a lie. I mean, they really were everywhere. And, you know, it wasn't until much later that I found out that these were based on an anime called Kinnikuman, which is, you know, Japanese for muscle man. And it wasn't until a long time which I finally started watching English translations of that anime, and that anime is every bit as amazing as I thought it would be. I think one of the things that I really like about these is you know, especially when I was younger, there was just such a sense of mystery about these guys, because there were so many different ones and so many strange designs. You know, especially, like this guy. I mean, that is just the oddest character. You know, this just brick wall looking dude. And like I said, there was just such a sense of mystery about these characters. You know, who are they? Where did they come from? You know, what's their backstory? And it was just really cool because it let your imagination decide where they came from. See, nobody knew about, well, I mean, really, nobody really knew about the Kinnikuman anime in the United States. I mean, these were just branded as, you know, a collectible toy line without any context to where they came from. You know, people still loved them, and that just goes to show you that, the power of really interesting character design that, people don't even know what these characters are, but they still gained popularity because they just, were just so, you're just so interesting and fun to collect. I can remember when I was younger that I had a neighbor who would just give some of these to me every now and then. And like I was just always so excited when he gave me some because you couldn't go out to the store and buy these anymore. So it's like the only places you could really find these were like yard sales, or if somebody gave them to you. I mean, back then I didn't have eBay and online shopping to find stuff I was looking for. And this won't be my last video on these. I'd like to do some videos going into some more detail about some of the individual characters from this toy line, and talk about, who these characters were in the Kinnikuman anime and that sort of thing. And also, we're going to do a lot of videos about some mono minis or keshi figures that are very similar to M.U.S.C.L.E, like Monster in My Pocket, and some of Super 7's new M.U.S.C.L E figures. And I'm probably going to end every video with mailbag time, where I show off some of my new collectibles that I got through the mail to add to my collection. And that's all for now. Look for more content from my channel in the future, and I'll see you all later.